you were bad at leaving tips because you didn't know what 20% was. And you made me put the wrong number down.
You made me put the wrong number down. I was going to tip a good amount. And then you made me write 10% in. Less than 10%.
Because you agreed that was 20%. It's not my fault.
Because you're throwing too many numbers at me and I'm bad at math.
I threw one number. I was like, $2.
Exactly. That you basically said, this is the answer. And then as I looked at it for longer, I was like, this can't be right.
The worst part was you gave me extra directions. You were like, put 2 zeros at the end.
I did.
I was thinking, write whatever they want. And I was like, oh, okay.
And you know what they would have done? They would have made it a decent tip.
I don't think you can do that.
They would have, because they would have been like, this guy left us $2 on a $20 bill.
You convinced me that my math was good.
I did not. I just said put 2 zeros at the end. And then
you
yelled at me when I was going to add some cents.
I was like, $2 is 20%, right? And you were like, yeah. And then
I don't even think I said yeah.
You did.
I just said
you did. You did.
I just
and then
said
you wrote that down. You wrote the 2, and then you were like, I need to add some numbers at the end. And I was like, just do 0, 0 like you had me do. And you're like, no, I don't want to do that.
I was trying to be nice. I would have actually given them 10%, whereas you gave them 9%.
And then you had to do your calculator stuff.
And the calculator.
Then you were all like, we were way wrong.
Yeah, it showed the truth. And then and then since I already scribbled out my $2.43, then I had to just go, all right, well, what if I click this one and then I just leave money? And then you yelled at me like, don't do that, when I'm like, this is bare minimum.
We had already committed.
We committed.
I committed because I wrote it down.
And then I called an audible at the last second.
There was no way to turn that around.
You're really low right now. I can hardly hear you.
That's your fault.
It's not my fault.
Turn the microphone up.
Tip better.
Fine, I'll yell.
Tip better and I'll turn the microphone
I'm going to yell. This audio sounds perfect. I win this argument. $2 is 20% of $20.
You can't just change math.
You said I was right. And also, they were rude.
They weren't rude. They just weren't very good at their job. They were nice about it, though. They kept making mistakes.
Here's your appetizer now that your meal is done.
The before noodles was after noodles.
Here's one of your appetizers now that your meal is done. The other one will come when you're done with this appetizer. Which is what happened.
Yep. Plus, also, we're pretty sure they sat all the white people before they sat me.
Well, considering the fact that they kept just sitting people immediately as they walked in, and then you were like, I'm going to go check. And then they were like, oh, yeah, come over here.
And what's
they just
really
didn't
funny
call you for yours.
Is they were looking at people to call, and I was the next person on the list, and he was originally looking at a completely different part of the list. He was going to call someone, I guess, that had already been called. And then when I was like, yep, that's me, which once again, if that wasn't me, I could have just said, that's me. He didn't check. He didn't call and see if I pick up. There was
Jared.
He didn't ask to see any ID. He was just like, oh yeah, totally. Which is why next time I go, I'm just gonna point at a name and be like, that's me.
Okay, Margaret.
Welcome back to another episode of the Rum Runnas Podcast, where we drink rum and talk about stuff. I am Jared.
I am Jared.
He is Kyle.
He is Kyle.
We are back to talk about more weird and interesting news from all over the interwebs. We read the clickbait so you don't have to.
Show me your pee-pees.
Welcome back, everybody.
This is that show. This is the show after that other show. That show where we made drinks, and Jared told me to make this. And Jared, what is this that you're drinking? It's a red drink. It's red. It's a drink that is red.
Represented by this half of my shirt.
That half of your shirt is pink. And the other half is green-ish blue.
They messed it up.
It's
That's what
teal.
happened. They were like...
Pink and teal. Apparently, according to yours, that the Sith and the Jedi are cotton candy. Okay.
Delicious and give you diabetes.
Not delicious. Does give you diabetes.
You don't think cotton candy is delicious?
Cotton candy is disgusting. It's sugar webs.
Sugar webs.
For someone who hates spiders, it's weird you like to eat sugar webs.
Just disintegrates when you put it in your mouth.
Yeah, so spider webs.
Never eaten spider webs. I've just gotten them on my face.
Try it sometime. Put it in your mouth.
I'm good.
Yeah. The tensile strength of this cotton candy is so good.
No, I'm good. Not that. Would you eat a spider web cotton candy?
Is it that the spider web is made out of cotton candy, or that they made a spider web out of cotton candy?
They took spider webs and they put it in one of those machines, and there's still some spiders crawling in it.
Would work.
But you can eat around those spiders.
I don't think that
they don't gunk up the machine.
They don't take strands of cotton candy and put it into a cotton candy maker.
No, they're just going
to make new strands of cotton candy.
And then they're just going to put it in the same machine, but they're not going to run the machine. It's just going to be in the bowl part, and they're going to... That's why you need to make the noise.
That's not how cotton candy works.
I know that, but that's how spider webs work. They're already there, so they're really just getting it stuck on the thing and then spinning it. There's probably an easier way to do it.
Why are we friends?
Because you're white.
And you just pick white people. I forgot your hatred for your own kind.
It's not a hatred. I just hang out with all white people. It's just kind of how it ends up being. Racist. Because no one believes that I'm Puerto Rican when they speak to me for very long.
For whatever reason, everybody you play video games with thought you were black.
I don't know why. I don't think I sound black. I don't think there's anything in my voice that doesn't sound like some skinny, nerdy white kid. Like, that's what my voice sounds like. I sound like I should be named Jason, and I should be sitting in...
Yeah, let's just change 3 letters of my name, please. Jason. From Jared to Jason. Keep the J. You know what?
A.
You need to be some weird kind of white, though, where your name is Jason, but it's spelled G-A-Y-S-E-N.
G-E-Y?
Yeah.
Jason?
Jason.
Jason?
Yeah, Jason.
My name's Jason.
Yeah, man. You know how white people spell things retarded and then they make you pronounce it.
Oh, it's kind of like how
like tomato.
What is it?
Or ketchup.
JKMNO. Noel.
Just kidding, Noel. What?
No, that is the person's name. It's Noel, spelled JKMNO.
That's
because there's no L. JK, skip the L, MNO. Noel. Yeah. There's people named that. Look, I will Google it. I will show you that this is a real thing. JKMNO. Oh, P. Sorry, they go all the way to P.
That doesn't spell.
People are stupid. JK, Noel. Oh, yeah. Also, there was a woman that named her kid L-E-A and pronounced it Ladasha.
That's creative.
See? A mother named her child L-E-A, which insists be pronounced Ladasha. And then a very popular one is ABCDE, which is pronounced Absida.
I hate you.
What, because I know these things?
No, I hate the people that made these names. I hate them.
I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, I didn't make these names.
Sometimes I hate you, but mostly I hate these people.
Do you want to get to the first one? Or do you want to talk about Absida and Noel?
I want those babies to
Nope, don't go further. It's their parents. Unless the next thing is change their names when they're of legal age. That's as far as you can go.
I want those babies to change their names.
So, hey, a group of furries stopped a domestic violence assault and helped police make the arrest.
Yes.
Several members attending a furry convention in California on Friday helped restrain a man who was assaulting his girlfriend until police arrested him, according to officials. 6 people witnessed the assault at the annual Further Confusion, or FurCon, in San Jose. Furries are enthusiasts who celebrate characters and stories involving anthropomorphic animals or fictitious characters that have human traits.
AKA they like to have sex dressed up as animals.
Exactly. They like furry titties.
They don't have genitalia.
All the pictures that I have ever seen of these furry characters have titties.
Those are drawings.
Yeah,
costumes are neutral.
But what if they put elastic right here and just...
No, that's not the point. It's supposed to
but
be
you can.
About anonymity. You have a hole, and they have a hole, and you put what you have, if you have something, into the hole.
Okay, then. So they said the man was assaulting a woman in a car. San Jose Police Department said in a police report.
I would definitely assault this man assaulting his girlfriend dressed as a furry.
Furries pulling together to stop an abuser last night was absolutely wild. I love how they do that.
This man got attacked by a pack of wild wolves.
Technically, let's see this. Look at that. She's just getting. That's a sidewalk. Thanks.
This is not this man getting beat up by furries. This is the back of some other person. Yeah, why is everybody getting in the way?
This is a terrible video. Why would they include this on the news site? Okay, so we got they don't have their masks on. They can't. Can you be considered a furry if you're not wearing your mask?
That person is wearing a pink fox costume with a giant fluffy tail.
Yes.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. You probably can't see very good with the mask.
They have the mask on. And that's what finishes the outfit. Other than this, it's just a person in a costume. It's not a furry. The furry is the whole thing.
See, it's not that I just hit you. It's that you ask me to hit you.
I do no such thing. It's a true sentiment. I mean, it's a uniform. This is their uniform, and she's out of uniform.
If you think I should smack him for being stupid, leave it down in the comments, and I'll get back to you in the next video.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying that you can't change someone's gender identity just because they're not wearing a mask.
For one thing, furry is not a gender identity.
Yes, it is. It's a sexuality.
It's a sexual preference. It's not a gender identity. You can't say male, female.
That's why Jerry get in trouble on the internet.
What are the other ones?
Furry.
No.
Question.
Maybe. What are the other ones, though?
There's none, because gender is fluid.
There is a write-in section, and people can put different things. What are these other things?
Gender fluid.
Oh, my God. I'm looking it up now. There's gender non-formative.
Please tell me that phrase.
Non-conformative.
Please tell me that. What about dragonkin? What about catkin?
Gender.
Look up dragonkin.
The dragonkin?
You're going to get a biased...
what are the 4 genders?
It's more than 4.
I bet you it says masculine, feminine, common, and neuter.
Neutered's a gender?
List of genders and sexualities and their definitions. Heterosexual, homosexual, lesbian, bisexual, pansexual, bicurious, polysexual, monosexual.
Allosexual?
Wait, being attracted to only one gender? Wouldn't that just fall into one of these two? Wouldn't you then either be heterosexual or homosexual depending on what that one gender is compared to you?
I was always confused by the ones that had similar...
definitions?
Yeah.
Like polysexual, being attracted to many genders.
And pansexual.
Attracted to all genders.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are kind of... Allosexual, you're attracted to allo. Kidding. It's when you're not... Wait, when you're not asexual? Attracted... So I guess I'm allosexual because I am not asexual, and neither are you. Are you asexual now?
No, I'm monosexual.
Okay, cool. Androsexual, gynosexual.
No, what are these?
Androsexual, being attracted to masculine gender presentation. And gynosexual, being attracted to feminine gender presentation.
Now, see,
is it just the presentation of it?
Yeah, that's just the display. That doesn't mean that you're attracted to like that. Like a masculine female would be attracted.
Here, you were right. Questioning.
Told you.
There we go. asexual, demisexual. Is that like you're a demigod?
What's gray sexual?
I don't know, but it sounds cool. Let's see the
I
definition
be
of
this one.
Gray sexual, when you only experience attraction rarely and on a very low scale.
Dude, you're gray sexual.
Only under certain circumstances.
You like don't like anything ever. Like you had a girl hit on you and you're like, I'm not gonna go out with her.
Okay.
You're like,
she was very attractive.
No, thank you. You can't
just,
type your phone number good.
She was just much younger than me, and I was fine with that. But she was also very drunk, and I don't take advantage of that, so it was fine. I was just very nice to her. I got her some water, and I made sure that other guys didn't try to force themselves upon her.
This is one example, and I'm talking about like the last 10 years that I've known you, where you've had very little attraction to anything.
It's part of my dysthymia, man.
You'd rather just go take care of it yourself.
Peri-oriented, when your sexual and romantic orientation targets the same gender. For example, being heteromantic and heterosexual, or being biromantic and bisexual.
What?
Wait, there's a romantic orientation now? So
sexual. That's like if you're asexual, like you don't have to be sexually attracted to someone. You can be romantic.
Romantic. Okay, cool. All right.
Like a romantic relationship would be like on like an emotional level.
Bring your mic closer to you, because
be on an emotional level. But like
you don't have to yell.
I love you, but I don't
just
want to
talk loud enough that you can be heard.
I don't want to be inside you.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Do
you
see how close my mouth is to the mic?
We're that one.
Okay, cool. Where was I? Very oriented. Is that what that says?
I think we're homoromantic, and heterosexual.
Does that say very oriented?
It does. And we apologize if we're laughing. We've never seen some of these before.
It's just the word.
This list is longer than the last time.
It sounds like if someone is oriented and you're like, you're not oriented, you're very oriented. Okay, so that is when your sexual and romantic orientations do not target the same set of gender. Oh, that's an interesting one.
Oh, wait. I get these ones now. So, all right. So, if you're one of these ones, that means you can be sexually attracted to one sexual or one gender.
Yeah, so you can be a guy and be like...
romantically attracted to another.
Exactly.
So, you'd be like, I like your body, but I'd rather talk to him.
Yes. That's exactly what it is. Heteronormative.
If we did that wrong, we're sorry, but that's what we gathered.
That's what it seems
really
like.
Really brief definition for
PBS. It seems like one person can be like, okay, sexually, I want to bang this guy. But if I'm going to date somebody, it's going to be a female. I would never, ever date a man. And I would never, ever have sex with a female. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's very oriented.
You have to have two.
Yeah, it just needs to be complete opposites. So your sexuality and your romantic orientation. So
you could be like opposites. More than one of these, because we're some of these.
Yeah, you can totally be more than one of these. But you know what I haven't seen on this list yet? Furry. Erasure.
Shut up.
Ignoring the existence of gender and sexualities in the middle of the spectrum. What?
That means they're like, I only like this one and this one.
Yeah.
But none of these ones.
Exactly.
What's at the end of it?
Cis. Someone who is both cisgendered and heterosexual. This is sometimes used as it's okay.
It's like when they call you a cis male.
Yeah, but there's het at the end. So because you're cis and you're het normal, so heteronormative and cis. That's what it is. Monoamorous.
You skip polyamorous.
Polyamorous, an umbrella term referring to people who have or are open to having consensually have relationships with multiple people at the same time. And then the opposite of that, monoamorous, people who are or have open to have relationships with only one other person at a time.
I will convince Amanda to be polyamorous one day.
Queer, a reclaimed slur for anybody in the LGBT plus. I thought the Q was in there.
It changes.
Oh my God. Plus, community. I got so used to saying LGBTQ plus. Community, or who do not identify as cisgendered and or that says heterosexual or heteromantic. Ally, a supporter of the okay, cool. Wait, that's
not a sexuality.
That's a sexuality to be an ally?
We're that.
That's just a person. That's just a belief.
Just like I say, believe what you want to believe and be who you want to be, I also say bang who you want to bang.
Exactly. That's just how we believe. Sex. You're assigned gender at birth. And or the gender of your reproductive organs. Gender, where you feel that you personally fall on the spectrum between male and female. Commonly, people identify as male or female, but some fall in the middle and move throughout the spectrum. Cisgendered, when you identify with the gender you were assigned at birth.
I don't understand why that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like, I get, like, it not to be a dick to people.
Yeah,
but, like, I mean, why is it okay to be a dick if you're just like, I'm okay?
Yeah, I mean, if you're... See, I always considered cis as... You are toxically. You're toxically about your gender. I guess
you're one of those people like you got a penis that makes you a boy.
Yeah, and like you refuse to even listen to anybody else. It's like I don't really feel that way. That when it reaches like a toxic level, I think that's cis. That's how, at least in my mind, I always pictured it. This just seems like if you're like, hey, so I was born with a penis and I'm cool with that.
That's what that definition says.
That's what that definition says, which means that a lot more people are cis than they like to admit. Transgender, when you identify with a gender different than what you were assigned at birth. It's weird when they say assigned. I just don't like that word with it. Transsexual.
The doctors are just like, you know what, this one?
Penis.
Get the penis.
Right? Like it makes it sound like someone's picking. No one's picking. It's genetic. When you have had gender reassignment surgery. See, it's
TRS.
It's the word assign. It's just, I don't like it.
That's what it's always been called.
Male to female. Okay. Female to male. We can figure those out. Binary.
Just find furry.
Gender fluid, agender, bigender, polygender, neutroy, neutois. Gender apathetic, androgyny, intergender, demigender, gray gender, hey, more gray, aprogender, wait, does that say maverick?
Yep.
Maverick is one, a non-binary gender that exists outside of the orthodox social bounds of gender.
See, you're right. So not to be like a jerk, because I totally think it's cool to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But some of these are kind of like music genres where you're just like, that's the same as that other one.
I do indie alt rock, so you do like rock music.
No, like hardcore music. Because you had hardcore music, you had porncore, you had screamo, you had indie hardcore, you had Nintendo core, you had all these ones with core at the end.
Extreme power metal,
and it was just hardcore music.
Yeah,
happy hardcore. Andrew W.
What about like industrial and stuff like that?
That's.
Industrial had like five.
Own different.
But no, that had like there was subgenres to industrial. Same thing with metal. All these things just have subgenres.
Metal, metal.
But in all actuality, you can say
metal.
It's metal.
Metal.
Yeah. But Maverick sounds pretty cool. It's just you're outside of the orthodox. I don't know what that would be, but you could be a Maverick.
Novacender.
Which I kind of feel like would be cool if someone's like, so what gender do you identify as? You'd be like, I'm a Maverick.
I want to be Novacender.
Nova gender? I don't think you have to change how you say gender just because you put some letters in front of it. A gender that is super complex and impossible to describe. Yes.
I already read that one. I was like, I love this one.
Yeah.
Can someone who is Nova gender
please be on the show?
Talk to me because I kind of love you. You are a badass. And
we have like an hour. We have an hour and a half show most of the time. We are perfectly fine giving you that entire hour and a half
to explain
it. It's cool because you can't do it in a single term, and I love that. That's a thing.
Screw it. I don't want to be binary anymore. I want to be Nova gender.
Designated gender, a gender assigned at birth. Okay.
Nope. Getting rid of that.
Assigned female, AFAB, AMAB. Oh, these are just terms now. Gender roles, gender presentation, transitioning, intersex, dyadic, trans woman, trans man, trans feminine, trans masculine, social dysphoria, body dysphoria, butch, femme, binarism.
I just thought butch was like a derogatory term.
I thought so also. Is this commonly used in describing women or lesbians? It doesn't even say slur.
Weird.
Because I thought it was usually like a slur.
Called that, yeah. But
I guess there are women and lesbians that identify as lesbian, and then they will say about themselves, "I'm butch." So it's not really a slur if you're using it as a descriptor to yourself.
I guess.
So that could be the workaround around it. Like I don't know, but they specifically said it for queer. That queer was a reclaimed slur. So it mentioned that it was a slur.
I've only heard people use it offensively.
I guess.
I guess
binarism
for the same thing.
Okay, furry's not on this list. Went through the whole damn list, and this was a big list. And furry was not on here, thus making it
at the top. It explains the difference between romantic and sexual orientation. We didn't have to just come up with our own.
We're gonna retroact this. Romantic orientation.
I mean, we were right.
Yeah. Who you are romantically attracted to, meaning wanting to be in a romantic relationship with and is unrelated to sexual attraction. Sexual orientation, who you are sexually attracted to, meaning who you get turned on by or who you would want to engage in sexual behaviors with. I love that they were like who you're turned on by, how they included that.
I want to have a romantic relationship with you. And a sexual romantic relationship.
Sexual relationship with your wife. Do you just not even want it to be romantic at all?
And I want a polysexual relationship with my wife's sister wife.
And
I want to be Nova gender.
You are Nova gender. There you go.
Because I already like making things complex when people ask me what religion I am, and I make that really difficult.
You do.
I want to also be like, it's too hard to explain to you right now.
So to answer your question,
furry is...
It's not a sexuality. You're going to just keep looking things up until you find something that agrees with you, and that's not how
That's how work.
That's not how it works.
That's how works work.
That's not how it works. We heard a woman screams coming from inside and saw a passenger throwing full fists at whoever was driving. Ryan told CNN, "We got up and ran towards the car. My friend pulled open the door, and we both held on to the attacker. The girl driver was yelling for him to get... Oh, dude, this guy was full fists punching his girlfriend while she drove. Like, this guy was trying to kill himself. 4 other people who were attending the convention joined in and helped grab the man, drag him out of the car, and restrain him until police arrived."
So here's an interesting fact.
So if you get beat up by furries, is that a mauling?
Here's an interesting fact.
That was a good joke, and you're just skipping over it.
70 to 85% of furries identify as male. Nearly 2% of furries identify as transgender. The remaining identify as female.
All right, then.
So is it that most furries are men, or is it that most of them just identify as men?
Most of them identify.
When they have sex, it's called yiffing.
It's called yiffing?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to ask this question.
After the sound of foxes make during sex. There you go. I gave you the answer.
There we go. That's not the question I was going to ask. I was going to ask why it's called that. What I was going to ask is, would you ever do the furry thing?
Yes.
Like to give it a try?
Yep.
Would you do it with somebody? Like in like a controlled environment where you're like, okay, we're going to go in there. I know that you're the pink one. I know that I'm the off yellow one, which you would never do. You'd be the pink one. Would you do that? Or would you go in and just full immerse yourself and just be like, I don't know none of these people. I went to a completely different town, different state. I know nobody here. And this is me.
Yes.
What would your furry name be? Kind of have to know. Because you answered it really quickly. I feel like you have the persona in the back of your head somewhere.
Because it would be a lion.
Okay, that's a good one. Stand apart from all the foxes and wolves.
I'd be Simba.
You just call yourself Simba? So you'd be?
Yep.
Would you be yellow like Simba?
I'd be lion colored, so I'd be beige.
But no, it's always like it's like electric colors.
I'd be beige!
Would you be ginger haired like Simba?
I'd be lion colored like a lion.
So
I would
brownish
get a
beige.
Realistic lion costume.
So you would just skin a lion, just climb in, and people would freak out because they're like, that's not a furry, that's a lion. Why is a lion here?
That is not what I said, but now that I'm thinking about it, it would be really cool to show up like Hercules in like a lion robe cape thing with a lion hood. And maybe like, that's not how furries work. You're just wearing a robe and nothing else. I'm like, dude, I don't know how this works.
Be like, this is...
I wanted to be a lion. There wasn't any good lion costumes.
Exactly.
I don't know how to make stuff.
Bam. I'm here.
I went, I got a lion, and then I made this.
I
like,
just wanted to
still
be
bleeding.
part...
Like, I don't know how to tan things.
I just wanted to be part of your community, for Christ's sake. We're here. We're straight. The
and
fact
then I
that
get
you're
there
not is
and they're
great.
like,
Let's go.
this isn't that kind of furry convention. I'm like,
Oh.
Well, where is the sex one? And they'd be like, we don't know what that means. And I'd be like, where is the yiffing one?
And they'd be like, we do know what that means. That's next door.
Like, that doesn't happen until 12 o'clock.
Come
and
back.
It's in this room. You're just early.
The password is, what does the fox say?
And I'd be like, yip, 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 yip.
There we go.
That's not what fox is saying.
But do you think that being assaulted by a bunch of furries is called a mauling? Like, I feel it would have to be.
His name was Dimitri, and he's 22 years old.
Why do you keep skipping over this? Just because you didn't come up with it doesn't mean that you don't get to acknowledge it. I acknowledge stupid shit you say all the time.
No.
Oh, that's because you're a son of a bitch.
Because when someone's mauled, they die.
You could be mauled and survive.
Not well.
Mauled well or survive well?
Survived well.
Okay. What if he doesn't survive well? He's going to go to prison.
Is he?
He was punching his girlfriend in the face.
But then he got punched by a bunch of other people.
But he got punched in the face. Like, he was, well, I mean, he got punched, but he was punching her in the face.
If you
He's not going to have a good life after that.
No, he is a bad person. But
I'm just saying, he's not going to have a good life.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown should get his ass kicked.
Yeah, but he ain't go
That's
to
a
jail.
song.
But if you're assaulted in the middle of an assault, can you press charges against the people that assaulted you? Like, can he send them to the pound?
And this is why you wear your masks. You can't be vigilantes without wearing masks.
Oh, wait, no, I changed my answer. I want to be Batman.
On to the next one.
My furry name is Bruce Wayne. I'm going to show up in a giant fruit bat costume. Fruit bats are adorable.
Let's hear about a series of very unfortunate events.
I don't think you know what a fruit bat looks like.
I do know what a fruit bat looks like. I used to have one that roosted outside of my window.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
There's no way. They're like 12 feet tall.
Here, at my first house when I was a child.
Was it in Puerto Rico?
No, it was a small. They're small fruit bats.
They're huge.
It's the main type of fruit bat. The fruit bats in Pennsylvania are the main type of bat. There's not a lot of vampire bats or brown
huge.
Bats. That's not very big. There's a bunch of fruit bats in Pennsylvania.
They're huge. I'm thinking of fox bats, though.
Yeah, exactly. You were wrong. Admit you were wrong.
Never.
Series of unfortunate events.
Your mom's a series of unfortunate events.
That's not very nice. Canine bites cow. South Carolina deputy tases canine. Cow kicks deputy.
Why did he tase the dog?
I don't know. We're going to read and find out. I just read that and went, that's a series of very unfortunate events.
What if the cow had drugs on it? What if the cow was acting suspicious and the dog just wanted to warn the police officer?
Maybe the cow was sneaking up. Maybe the entire
clearly,
intent of the cow was to kick the cow.
Clearly, the cow assaulted the police officer.
Okay. Georgetown, South Carolina. A deputy in Georgetown County was forced to use a taser on his own canine. They're really well trained. I feel like he didn't try hard enough.
Yeah, it's probably because that cow had drugs on it.
A deputy responded to the scene of a reported burglary around 4 p.m. A cow near the scene distracted the dog, which led to the dog biting the cow.
The cow's
Police
like,
dogs don't
"Move,"
just-
and the dog's like, I found him.
Police cows don't just get distracted.
Police cows don't just get distracted, man.
And police dogs are even less distracted. This was an ex-police cow.
I remember the first time I met a police cow. It was at a dare convention.
Why is there no police cows? We got police
What
horses.
are they going to do?
We got police horses. Kick people.
That's what the Amish have. They have their police cows.
And provide dairy for everyone's... Cops love coffee. Just imagine if your job was to walk around with a cow that had like a little badge on it, and every time you stopped and got coffee, you need to milk the cow.
I'm sure they did back in the day when everybody had a house cow. There was like a deputized police cow.
Police cow? You hurt that cow. That's assaulting an officer right there. So yeah, could have been an ex-police cow. that was basically calling out how this dog was doing a bad job.
Instead of riding horses, they should ride bulls. That'd be way more intimidating.
That would be dope.
And instead of dogs, they should have wolves. They should wear furs.
I think police are dangerous enough.
Police Vikings.
I was like, police are dangerous enough. I don't know if we need them riding on bulls with pet wolves throwing battle axes at people. I don't think we need this. Every time they show up, there's a lightning storm. Like, it's like the side of a van.
This is the greatest idea I've ever had.
Well, to de-escalate the situation, the deputy tased the dog. I think that's an escalation. I don't think that's a de-escalation. If someone goes, hey,
de-escalation would have been like, stop.
Yeah, stop that. Stop it.
Or whatever German word they use to make the dog stop.
Yeah, what's the release? The release word.
Schneiser.
There we go. Schneiser. So it should have been that. Because I don't think anybody who's ever gotten tased was like, man, thanks for calming this whole situation down. Things are getting really out of hand.
I was being a bit of a jerk. I'm sorry about that.
That was all on me.
I'm glad you were here to settle this situation down a little.
Thank you for toning things down with the 30,000 volts that you put through my body.
Imagine if one of those furries had a taser. They could have de-escalated that situation way
exactly.
faster.
And when the cops came and went, what happened here? Be like, we de-escalated the situation.
With what? 10,000 volts.
10,000 volts. Straight to the testicles. Because furries always go for the testicles. The cow who was spooked struck the deputy and the property owner. He kicked the property owner too.
Cow was just like, no.
Cow was like, everybody's getting kicked. This dog bit me and I'm having a bad day now.
For one, A, that dog bit me. For two, you electrocuted that dog while it was biting me, so now I was getting bit electrically. 3,
it's like a Pokemon move.
FTP. 4, you should put a fence around me.
Was this like a wild roaming cow?
I don't know.
It got to be.
Are there wild roaming cows? I thought all cows were domestic.
All cows are domesticated, but this just says a cow near the scene. It doesn't say that it was the guy's cow. It just says a cow near the scene. Like, did this dog run off of the property?
There's so much more to this to be unpacked.
Yeah.
So basically, the cop went, someone burglarized your home? Someone burglarized my home.
Let
me have my dog check it out. Where are you going, dog? It's going to that cow. We should go check that out. Come with me, sir. Instead of checking your house, we're going to go check this cow because my dog, for some reason, is interested in it. Do you store drugs in this cow's butt? No. Well, he's signaling. Your dog's just crazy. You know what? Maybe he is. Tase. Cow was like, whoa. Boom, boom.
I kind of feel that the cow was behind all of this.
The cow burgled the house.
He's a cow burglar.
He stole the cocaine.
He didn't say it was cocaine.
Who admits that their cocaine got stolen by a cow?
We've seen articles where people have admitted that their cocaine's been stolen.
By a cow?
I mean, you would never admit that it was by a cow, but some people are dumb and they go, someone came in and stole my cocaine. People have done it before. And if they didn't know that the cow did it, what if this cow is a master thief?
If you admit that you had like a large quantity of cocaine stolen, do you get charged with whatever number you throw out?
So if you're just like I had 500 kilos of cocaine stolen from me.
I had
$20,000 for 500.
I had $20,000 worth of cocaine stolen from me. I would like my $25,000 back, please. Or my cocaine.
And
you get
charged
life in jail.
Yeah.
For having $25,000 worth of cocaine.
I kind of feel like they would have to find it. Because other than that, if you just don't feel like being free anymore and want to get arrested, you can just be like, oh man, someone came in and stole $25,000 worth of cocaine. I want to live in prison for the rest of my life.
They show up to your like shack and you're like, man, you don't even understand. I have $40 million worth of cocaine and heroin. Y'all should go find that. And then they're like, oh man, you're going to jail forever.
The guy's like,
probably getting the death penalty.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh no.
Oh man, it's so terrible. You know, it's so bad. I'm gonna chill in the back of the car while you guys do your thing.
Is there a meal in prison today?
Like, what
What's
the
meal today?
What's on the? Is it like grade school where I get to pick my lunch? Like you guys got like chicken nuggets, but then you also have like a vegetarian option.
Like, I don't even care if you just have that weird protein meal thing. Like, that's fine. That's more than what I was gonna eat today.
I'm eating just gunk between my toes.
I ate this dirt earlier. And then the cops were like, I don't think you have $1 million worth of cocaine. No, that's why
I
I'm living
totally
here.
did because
See,
I spent all my money on cocaine.
I had the cocaine and I didn't get to sell it yet. I sold my house and I bought the cocaine and I bought the shack.
Yep.
And now I'm just waiting for my profits, but then it got stolen.
It got stolen. But I mean, that's for you to figure out. I need to be in jail in the interim.
The man who stole my cocaine, he was tallish but kind of short. He had brownish, blondish, blackish hair. His eyes were blue or brown or green. And
I also ripped out his spleen during.
He was black, white, brown, Asian. He was about 6 foot or 5 foot.
For some reason, I'm now picturing Will Smith because what you were doing was basically that point in like Miami. Spanish, Asian, Indian, Jamaican, black, white, Cuban, Haitian. I now imagine that he started saying that when he was describing what I was going to read was what I was squinting at as you were just saying that to the back of my head.
What are we talking about? Is this still about a cow?
It was supposed to be. And then we made it about, can you snitch on yourself to get free stay in prison if your life sucks and you want to get life in prison? The sheriff says that the burglary call proved to be unfounded, which makes me believe that the cow really did steal this stuff.
This man actually did hide cocaine in this cow's butt.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to assault a police officer, but he didn't want to get in trouble.
And then he accidentally
got
kicked.
His cow up to attack the cop and its dog.
It was a huge conspiracy between him and Bessie. Him and Bessie were in it together. It's like when you shoot yourself in the leg to make it seem like you weren't in on it. That's why he got kicked too.
Every time anybody says anything about shooting themselves in the leg anymore, because it's been mentioned more than once, it just makes me think of the casino heist thing in GTA.
Oh.
Because you didn't see it. It's funny, and they're kind of fun. But in the one scene, they're like, you can go in, and you can have this rapper, you go in as his entourage. Mm-hmm. And at one scene, he starts freaking out, and he shoots the dude that gives you the bull shark in the leg. And the lady comes out, she's like, yo, what's going on? Is everything okay? And he's like, yeah, man, I don't even know. And then the other dude goes, yeah, man, it's fine. I just shot myself in my leg. It's okay. And then the guy who shot him goes, yeah, it's fucking weird, man.
See, whenever I think about people being shot in the leg.
No, we literally, every time we've ever done that one, because it sucks, it's impossible almost. But every time we're like, everybody shut the fuck up so we can hear him do it again. Because every time it's still funny. I mean, it's fucking weird, man.
It's a funny thing. But no, I always think of The Mexican, that movie with Brad Pitt and what's her name? Julia Roberts. Where Brad Pitt has the guy who like stole the car and he like catches him and he's like, I gotta shoot you. If I'm gonna let you go, I gotta shoot you. They're not gonna believe you if I don't shoot you once. And he's like, come on, man. Where are you going to shoot me? He's like, what if I shoot you in the foot? He's like, yeah, that would be great. And what if you shoot off a fucking toe? And he was like, okay, I'll shoot you in the leg. He's like, come on, man. There's fucking arteries. And like they keep going back and forth. He's like, then I'm gonna shoot the foot. He's like, I just don't shoot the foot. What if you shoot me in the? And they're like arguing back and forth. Then he finally shoots him in the leg. He's not paying attention.
Does he bleed out and die?
No, he doesn't. He didn't hit the fucking arteries.
He did though.
Fucking arteries, man.
You said the F word.
You said it like 5 times before that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
For one thing, I want you to think about what they say in that GTA cut screen because you've seen it a bunch of times.
Yeah, it's freaking weird, man. That's what I said.
Nope, you quoted it directly every single time.
Yeah, he says, it's freaking weird.
No, doesn't matter.
It's freaking weird.
We're just going forward. We're adults. We're fine.
Freaking weird.
Jefferson Thomas University.
So did they charge the cow with anything?
No. Everybody got off scot-free. This was a masterminded thing between this man and this cow to assault this. Not only did they assaulted 2 officers and got away with it because the cow kicked the officer and he got this was so smart. They got the officer to shoot his own partner with a taser. He assaulted his own partner and then got hurt.
What's the best part of all of this, though, actually, is the fact that but it just ended. So basically,
Yeah.
they were like, all right, sir, broke into your home. Okay. Where do you think they entered? Is anything missing?
He's like, I don't know.
Hey.
Leave that cow alone.
Leave the cow.
Schnauzer.
Can you come with me real quick? I gotta go get my dog. So you were saying 10 pounds of cocaine were missing? Oh no, you didn't say. You didn't. Okay. No. Hey. Officer, are you okay? I don't think anybody robbed your house, dude.
You know what? This was a bullshit call. I'm leaving now.
I'm going home. You just go home.
Fuck this shit.
Is
I'm
this
out.
your cow? No. Whose cow is this?
I'm gonna shoot this cow.
The cow's like, Murr, and he's like, good point. I'm sorry, cow. You didn't do
leave.
anything wrong. You didn't know.
You were just defending yourself. I'm sorry. You feared for your life and you took care of the situation. I understand fully. All right, on to the next one.
I think we could call this one even.
Well then, this one, I look forward to just gauging your reaction the moment that I read the headline.
All right, I'm going to close my eyes.
Girl's eyelashes ripped out after double-ended dildo hits her at Bongo's Bingo.
Isn't it supposed to be Bingo Bongo?
No, it's Bongo's Bingo.
Interesting. Okay.
Tingen Denim documented the bizarre mishap in a hilarious video in which she peers down and looks horrified at her bare eyelids.
What? I was really trying to hold that one in.
I know you were.
You wanted it to be so much more, and I wanted to do it, but then I was like, nope.
A girl's eyelashes were ripped out after a double-ended dildo hit her in the face.
Why was it so sticky?
Used double-ended dildo hit her in the face.
Does it say used?
No, it doesn't, but it had to be real. Unless it was just the friction from the what is it, silicone? Just rubbing, because if it was like rub that across your face real quick.
Wait, no, real quick.
Like just feel that.
Who was using it? Was she
I don't know.
using it?
We're gonna find out.
Did she accidentally rip the dildo out so fast that it hit her in the face, or was she somewhere? Because you said this was at a place.
It's at Bongo's Bingo.
Was she sitting there and someone was like, "Hey, watch what I can do"?
We're gonna find out. Tingen Denim documented the bizarre mishap in a hilarious video, which she explained her lash extensions were ripped from extensions. Oh no, that totally is her. Yeah, that's going.
Real quick. Go up. Did you say where he describes her?
In which she explained how her.
That's not what you said the first time.
It probably isn't, but that's what it is now. She explained how her lash extensions were ripped from her eyes. She told how the sex toy had whacked her in the face as she danced at Bongo's Bingo. In the clip, which went viral when she posted to social media, Tegan looked shocked as she peered down at her bare eyelids. Which, once again, that's the width of the head right there.
She looks like if Katy Perry tried heroin.
Alrighty then.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, you're not wrong, but already then. She was seen dancing with the dildo.
Where was it, though?
She was dancing with the dildo, swinging the prop near her face. So she was asking for it. You don't. I feel like this was done like helicopter.
Why was it sticky?
I feel like it was more like this. I'm gonna have to do this. Sorry for the sound. She was like,
"Stop that! You're gonna break it."
Probably.
I think it was more like. Mine is more like I'm putting it in my mouth. Not sexy.
Playing with it. Mine was like
spinning it around. Like I don't want a girl to do that to me.
I mean, this is just
and
at
she's
a club.
Just sitting there like, oh yeah, you getting it?
It's like,
is that good for you?
It's like,
oh yeah.
It's like when you watch those old movies.
I'm going fast now.
People
will take off today.
People are spinning those freaking those watches on the end of chains. Just hey, how you doing today?
Just some girl just holding you like. This isn't doing anything.
I don't think she was dancing to make people aroused. I think she was just having fun.
No, I am now convinced this is like at
least
a go-go club.
Oh, okay. That has double-ended dildos in a go-go club?
Strip club.
Okay.
What other place would she be dancing?
Maybe there was a bachelorette party going on.
That's when you have a dude.
No, you can. Everything is penises at a bachelorette party. They'd have dildos and they would just be like, which
the place is called Bingo's Bongos.
Bongos Bingo.
Whatever.
It's a bingo hall. She was dancing like...
She's like,
she
bingo!
Yes.
What?
B-I-N-G-O.
That would not hit you in the eyelid. That would hit you in the back of the face.
What? Whoop. And she just...
Do you think that she kept performing, if this is a stripper, after hitting herself in the face?
I'm just
like, she was like, oh yeah, oh, ha!
If she would have been any more unlucky, what would have happened if it hit her in the eye?
Would have ripped her eyeball out. Why is it sticky?
And damaged her eye permanently, and she had to have her eye removed.
Is it sticky?
And then got a glass eye. Can you just imagine? Because if you
is it because there was glue on her things?
Maybe, but if that happens, everybody's gonna ask you how you lost your eye, what were the series of events that caused it, and she would have to then say,
I was at a party and I got hit in the face with a dick.
I got hit with a dildo in the eye.
No, I would definitely make mine more interesting. Well, see, I was at work and I got hit in the face with a dick.
Dildo just came.
Nope.
Right in my...
Would it say dildo?
Dick. A dick straight to the eye.
Dick hit me straight in the eye.
Huge dick.
People were like,
right to my eye.
What kind of job did you have? And she'd be like, yo, it was
bingo hall.
It was pretty low key. I worked at a bingo
hall.
at this bingo place and
things got crazy. Things get wild in bingo. Let's see here. Tonight I went to Bongo's Bingo. Can you look up what Bongo's Bingo is? Just so that we can...
Swear to God, if it's an actual bingo hall.
Yeah, it's just a zoom in on the... Like I said, this is just showing you the exact width of the head of that dildo right now.
It's not that thick, then. Was this in the UK?
This is the Mirror, so I'm going to assume, yeah. Probably.
Gambling Commission. So there's gambling. Bollocks to Blue Monday. Australia, February dates. What is this?
I'm trying to see here. Hey.
What is this?
Yeah, it explains it right here.
What is this?
Bongo's Bingo is a party-style game of bingo accompanied by live music and dancing.
Oh my God, it's bingo.
It's a bingo.
It's really bingo. Why did she have a dildo?
Why was there a dildo?
Why was there a dildo?
Why?
Are there always dildos? Find events.
Is this why everybody goes to play bingo?
These are not just in England.
Like it's everywhere?
These are all over the place. Where's an American one?
Is it like a traveling thing?
Tennessee. Just kidding. This is T's side.
What?
T's side.
Oh, Jesus. T's side.
T's side. I want to go to Wolverhampton. That sounds cool. Yo, man, are you stoked to go to Stoke?
So,
these names of these towns.
I'm trying to wrap my mind around the fact that there is a double-ended dildo at bingo.
Yeah, and apparently there's a students only
in Liverpool.
There's a students only special in Liverpool.
Okay, we have listeners. We have listeners from around the world.
All right,
now.
so here's really funny.
We have a small amount of people in England.
All of these are pretty much cities. Most of them are around England. Some of them are like Amsterdam and other places, and then just also France.
Just all of France.
Just France.
All of France is Bongo's Bingo.
Is there like a France in England or something?
I don't know. Okay, we have a couple people that listen in England, right? According to our analytics.
And Australia, because apparently they have an Australia.
Okay, so anybody that listens to our show or watches our show that is in England or France, apparently, or Australia.
A staff party that will go down in history. GIF.
Bongos, bingos. Are dildos just like a commonplace thing there? Is that just kind of like everybody? has dildos.
Bongos Bingos is an insane mix of live action, high energy bingo and the ultimate immersive party. Expect dance off, rave intervals, audience participation.
Oh, it's the rave part of it.
Countless hands in the air anthems. From 80s to 90s classics to guilty pleasures, power ballads, and all that's in between. There's a favorite song for everyone's dildo. It doesn't say that.
Gotcha, you added the dildo.
Our bespoke shows are suitable for medium to large organizations. This is for businesses.
Wait, so she was like at work.
Large-scale charity fundraisers and brand partnerships.
Why was there dildos? Why was there a double-edged dildo at this thing?
We pride ourselves on delivering an unrivaled entertainment package and providing truly unforgettable moments for our guests. Yeah. I hit him in the face with dildos.
Do you know how long it takes for eyelashes to grow back?
Sometimes they don't. Yo, why was it...
I'm already on to the next one. Like, in my head, I'm already done with this, but I'm just waiting for you to catch up.
I'm never going to be done with this.
This is the next one.
Why is there dildos?
Why was there dildos? That's all we want to know.
Meant for charities and students and businesses.
Students, yeah. Why?
If I was at
Internet?
a job,
why?
If I was at my job and they're like, we're going to have a company party
we're going to have a team building exercise at a bingo hall.
Somebody screams, oh my God, my eyelashes. And I'm like,
oh God, my ass.
What happened? And they're like, I hit myself with this double-sided dildo. I'm like, bitch, we're playing bingo. What the hell are you doing over there?
Do you think her eyelashes were still on it? Like it was like right on the head, and like it made it look like it was like a little like
I
caterpillar.
want it to be that like it hit and smeared, and it's actually just all the way up.
It's all depending on how she was swinging it. That's what it was.
Why was she swinging it?
Why was it there?
Do they give them out?
It's like, be like, here's your bingo card, here's your marker, and here's your double-sided dildo. Have a great time. Beat drops in 5 minutes.
So we do this like an old-fashioned bingo style. Instead of just giving you little dot markers, we give you a chisel and a double-sided dildo because we're out of hammers. So you just
whack. And that's why she was swinging it, because she was dancing to the rave music. And she was like, yeah, I got that N.
Bingo!
Ow! My eyelashes! Why would this dildo hit me in the eyelashes?
Okay, Mentalk, calm down.
All right. PornHub sued by deaf man over lack of captions.
Yes. Well, you see, sir, this one was a silent one. She did not like it. She kept saying things like, oh.
Okay, we're just going to read this one. It would just say moans half the time. It would say like moans, screams, dropping loads.
Dropping fucking loads.
Like, that's just what it would be. A deaf man who can't get off the... Oh, sorry. So, okay. A deaf man who can't get off the fact...
You know what it'd be like? It would just be like clapping. And they would just stay like that for like a while.
Wet clapping. Wet clapping.
He'd be like, oh, okay. I think I know what clapping sounds like.
He's like, all right. Scream, wrong hole. Okay.
Thud.
Okay.
More clapping. Sounds of slapping. Well, those are the same, but I guess it's because he hit her this time.
The thing says, you know what it feels like to punch raw steak? Audibly, same thing.
Choking.
Gagging sound.
Choking. Throw-upping sound.
Give me some of that. You ready? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Fuck me. Yeah.
Nope, you're pushing it too far. Remember when I said like we're keeping it kind of like at like a normal level where we just say it?
All right.
Getting too far now.
Over. All right.
Okay.
Clap.
A deaf man who can't get off the fact that there's no subtitles during his enjoyment of adult films that he's decided to sue Pornhub over the issue. The New York Post reported Yaroslav Suris of Brooklyn, New York, has filed a class action lawsuit against the adult video site, stating the lack of closed captioning violates his rights under the Americans with Disabilities Act because he can't interpret the sounds of moaning and skin slapping and porn. Is that part of the lawsuit, or is that just these people taking it and running with it?
Called it.
Because of his hearing impairment. In the lawsuit, Suris claimed he viewed a number of sexually explicit videos on Pornhub, which included oh my God, it has the things. If you want to know what he's suing over, and if there's captions added within the next couple of days, these will be the videos that they're added to.
Out loud.
First, hot step aunt babysits disobedient nephew, Sophie Ryan, family therapy. Next, 18-year-old blonde stripper Samantha DP in homemade gangbang porn. Third, lesbian action and dirty talk. See, it was the talk part. That's what he missed out on that one. 4, a sexy cop gets witness to talk.
That just says sexy
That's another
cop.
one.
There's
See,
no
he's
There's no it's just sexy cop.
Whatever, sexy cop. Okay, so he was specifically looking for ones with talking.
He wanted to know what they were saying. He's like, yo, why isn't nobody signing? That's what I meant.
However, because of the lack of captioning in the films, he couldn't fully enjoy his monkey spanking session.
Yo, first of all right, whenever anybody watches one of those, my aunt fucks my nephew's brother's cousin's son's daughter, nobody listens to that one. You mute that one.
Yeah,
and if you don't,
it gets dirty if you don't.
Gross.
Yeah. It gets a little bit weird.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the middle of it, be like, oh yeah, mom.
Yeah. See, that's where it always gets weird because like I'll just be watching and I'll be like, yeah, this is good. This is good. And he's like, yeah, mom. And I'm like, fast forward. Let's get to a part where we can't hear that anymore.
Make me pregnant, daddy.
Yeah, see, I can't do it.
Dude,
like,
those are
terrible.
there's totally ones where that's just the title. You just skip by those ones, be like, Dad impregnates daughter. And you're like, whoa.
Yeah,
why?
you don't click on those videos. That's bad.
And Pure Taboo is like a huge
The websites
now.
are places of public accommodation which deny equal access to the video's content, which is available to hearing individuals and violates ADA, the lawsuit stated, as reported by the Post. Oh, this is a long article.
You can't just sue everybody.
The Randy Suris also claims he signed up for PornHub Premium, the adult site subscription service which features millions of skin flicks. So he was paying money to not have visual representation of the auditory experience. I feel if you're paying money, you should at least get that. That should, maybe now it's for everybody, but I mean, if you're paying money, take the extra time. Invest in whatever software.
You should just find like some can girl that does sign language.
We have captions. If someone signed the whole thing
while doing
like
a cam video, she's like,
I mean,
I'm going to put this inside me now. Do you like
captions
that?
Are easier.
Do you like that? Oh, I don't know sign language. Do you like that? Oh,
bad. That was bad. Don't do that. No more.
Yeah, because they'd only be able to sign with one hand anyway.
Okay, according to the United States Department of Labor, the Americans with Disability Act forbids discrimination against individuals with disabilities in the areas of employment, transportation, public accommodations, communications, and access to state and local government programs and services. So I guess public accommodations.
This is a front by the Republicans to try and take down PornHub because they tried before and it failed.
We've denied the deaf and hearing impaired access to her. No, they have access to the videos. They just don't have access to the audio, which they wouldn't have access to because they're deaf and hearing impaired. I still think this should be a thing. YouTube has it where when we say ridiculous things, even though it gets wrong half the time, what
better
you
sometimes.
read,
I was watching it sometime,
yeah.
And I was like, she did not say that because it put in like a curse word that wasn't there.
Yeah.
So if some deaf person was there, it'd be like, and I was fucking this thing. And it's like,
yeah.
She said she was reading a book.
Legitimately, it has added the word fuck into our captions multiple times. And at one point, we said like remedial there, and it changed it to like anal hair. And I was like, what? I was just like, I know based off of everything we've said beforehand,
sure,
that it's not a huge jump, but that's not what we said. And now YouTube just the captions on YouTube made a better joke than what we said, and I'm offended now. But yeah, we'd like to take this opportunity to point out that we do have a closed captions category. Oh, PornHub has a category for it. It's just he was picking all the ones with talking. He was trying to get them. I mean,
no, he was probably searching for the ones that didn't have the closed caption option because I don't think Pornhub uploads every video themselves.
Yeah,
they're like YouTube for porn.
Yeah, which is why Pornhub is pointing out we have an entire section that has captions. So he's just looking for an easy lawsuit, but it doesn't look like Pornhub's going down. Pornhub does not.
Pornhub number one.
Pornhub does not go down easy.
Pornhub saved the pandas.
They make it. Yeah, they did. And also, weren't they helping to plant trees for that 20 million trees thing or 200 million trees or
something like that?
Lots of trees thing. They were planting trees for every time you watched a video.
Oh yeah, there was something like that.
Yeah, Pornhub is.
Yeah.
See, this guy's trying to go after a philanthropist organization.
There was that one time where if you sent in homemade videos of you in panda costumes, they would give money to a panda.
This is delicious. Foundation. Yeah. Trying to save the pandas. Pornhub's great. Leave these people alone. Just make sure.
Kind of like a Shirley Temple, but not.
Yeah. If you're hearing impaired, you deserve to know this noise.
They can't hear that.
But we have captions on ours.
Clapping.
It might come up as clapping. So it might say banging.
That's a head against the
headboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you deserve to know what those sounds are. But if you are given the option of here's a bunch of videos that have it, don't sue the company because the ones that you wanted to watch weren't in that list.
Does that
contact the company and say, hey, can you please add more videos to here? And if the company says, no, we hate you because you're deaf, then sue them.
Because I'm sure that visually not impaired. Well, I am visually impaired, but I can see stuff.
Yes, you just can't see.
Can I sue Pornhub for the videos where they blur out the genitalia that I want to see?
You have just as strong of a case as this guy. Give it a try. We're going to go on to the last one now.
I want to see the Japanese jeans.
Japanese jeans?
Penises.
Oh, vagines. I thought you just said, I'm going to sue the Japanese jeans.
Yeah, man.
You said, see the Japanese vagines. Okay, cool. All right, on to the last one. It's been a while.
Can't have one without the other.
But we are ending on Florida woman.
That's not a Florida man.
Same difference.
No, it's not. Don't be gender normative.
Cops to Florida woman. A medical marijuana card doesn't cover crack. Hey, crack rock. Medicinal crack. An East Florida woman who allegedly had crack cocaine in her car told police she had a prescription for medical marijuana, which is why her car smelled like pot when she was pulled over. She was unable to explain why there were 6 crack rocks in a container from a legal pot dispensary police found under the seat in the automobile. When asked to present her medical marijuana card, the unidentified suspect pointed cops to a hooded sweatshirt in the vehicle. That's where they reportedly found a crack pipe.
It's right next to my medical marijuana crack pipe. Duh.
Stop telling on yourself, people. We've told you this multiple times.
Maybe these cops are misidentifying like little
what a crack
rocks,
rock is?
Little rocks of like dab that had solidified.
Maybe. Since we talked about that before, and I had no idea what it was, and you showed me, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe. The smoker, a 46-year-old woman from Lakewood Park, Florida, was taken to St. Lucie County Jail. A lot of people are coming to this county jail. A lot of people go for weird things. Located now up to an hour up the coast from Mar-a-Lago. That's it. Nothing else on this story. This is why we read the clickbait, because
prove it's crack.
Most of these articles
have like no information.
They get
all
you to
in the title.
They get you to click on it, and then you read, and you're like, "Hey, so this woman was caught, and she was like, I got a marijuana card."
They put all the information.
Crack.
They put all the information in the title, and then they're like, "All right, so we can't just say that, which is what happened.
Yeah.
We need to have a story. So
they were like, okay.
Let's just be like, all right, so this is what happened.
There were 6 rocks.
There was a woman. She had some crack. Medical
6
marijuana.
Sweatshirt.
Jail.
Sweatshirt. Crack pipe. Jail. Done.
You could have gotten everything you needed to know from the headline.
Let's count the amount of ads. 1. There was the big one at the top. So 2, 3. Oh, that's another article. 4.
Articles are ads. So how about that Super Bowl?
5. Whole bunch. Oh man, whole bunch of ads. For what you could have really just read the article or read the headline and known the whole article. But yeah, did they test it to make sure it was crack?
Maybe it was medical dab.
Maybe.
Why is there a picture of heroin needle?
I don't know. Is there blood on that spoon? There's blood on the spoon. Or is that rust?
I don't know. What's that long red strand in the back?
Is that a string of blood? What is this picture? I saw this this blurry yellow substance in it. Is that just more crack rocks?
Shoot up the crack rock? Can you inject crack rocks?
Oh, I know what this is. It's a baggie. It's a bag. It's a Ziploc bag. It's like a dime bag. It's like a Ziploc baggie, and these are more crack rocks. More crack rocks.
Crack cocaine.
Crack cocaine. Carmex.
Got this brick in your face.
What you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna put cocaine in you.
That's where we're gonna end it.
Stitches, I messaged you on Twitter. You didn't get back to me.
Stitches is never gonna get back
to us.
Come be
on our
show,
bro. We really want to know what it was like being with Miley Cyrus.
All right, that's where we're gonna end it. This is a weird episode today.
He's also from Florida.
Oh my god,
Stitches is from Florida.
That's ridiculous. It makes sense actually. More than anything, it just makes sense. But thank you very much for joining us here. Once again, you can follow us right here on Facebook and Instagram at Rum Runnas. You can then follow us right here at Rum Pod on the Twitters, and Kyle's like really active on that. So you should really, really do that, because if you want to talk to us, we will talk to you.
Or you can email Jared at rumrunners.gmail.com or however you do email.
That is not it. Follow Kyle right there at Mr. Norwell on Instagrams. If he posts stuff again,
doing that whole Noel thing.
Noel. JKMNOP. Noel, thank you very much for being here. We love having you.
Forgot to mention all the other things that we're on.
If you're not watching on YouTube, and if you are, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We are getting up there.
Actually, just share the videos. Screw all what you said. Share this video.
Okay, so if 1 million people watch this video and not a single one of them subscribe,
this video,
that was a useless thing, because we will still not make any money if we get no subscribers.
You heard him first. 1 million people must share this video.
Yes, do that.
Do not subscribe.
Oh my God. You're a terrible businessman. You were the it's like when I was like, hey,
share this video.
We should try to get people to do work for free. And you were like, never. And I'm like, we have to pay them.
Like,
why?
Comment, share this video.
Thank you.
Give me 5 stars on Apple and leave a comment directly for me, because I will
let them know where they can
and
hear
I'll
us.
Talk to you about it. You can also find us on Google Play, because we're on there now. Because I told you the last one that by the time you saw that one, we would be on there, and we were.
We kept our promise.
And we're on all the other things. You just got to look for us as the Rum Runnas Podcast.
Make sure to say that.
Anchor FM, Stitcher, Spotify, Castbox, Podchaser, and everywhere else that I've forgotten already.
I was really just saying specifically Anchor because they sponsor us.
Anchor sponsors us.
Yes.
So also watch those videos, share those videos, and then click anything after that lets Anchor know that you clicked a link after listening to us. I think that's how AdSense works.
Cool, definitely. Thank you very much, though. We loved having you here. Peace. Deuces. Catch you in the next one.
It's all over. There's no place to run, even if we let you out of there. Don't do anything foolish.